Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you how I make melodic house music, but with my own sample pack, which is out, by the way, yes, I did last night. So check it out, my new sample pack, which is just $15, very cheap, has 201 sort of samples and many really good loops. So that's what I did today. Like I've used loops, once short samples, everything from my sample pack, and in fact I'm using all Ableton factory like plugins and effects, so you can download this project and just check it out, pretty much. I'll put the link below so you can just download and start making banger. So the first thing what I did was the drone sounds. It's nothing crazy, it's just tons of reverb, a little bit of EQ and a sidechain compression. So the plugins, the samples I used was the 7. So the sample was in C major, and everything is in 120 BPM and in C major. So I just transposed to I transposed to 5 semitones. So it's because this track is an F major, so I transpose 5 semitones, so it's in a key like F major. After that, I added the textures, so you can find those textures here, because it gives a little bit of like an organic feeling to the track. And when I'm done with those two, I start with a pluck. It's a really basic pluck made with Ableton analog instruments, really short decay, no sustain at all. And this is the random like MIDI effect. You can just go to the MIDI effect and drop this one. It randomizes the velocity of every note. That's pretty much. And there's a little bit of saturation, EQ, and echo. I like using echo for the delay because you have docking features, so it simply docks a little bit of a note. And a sidechain compression, bit of OTT, auto pan, bit of reverb, and a glue compression just to get the initial transients and the of a track, you know. So let's hear how it sounds. So once I have my main theme of a track, like a lead of a track, I write a bass line on top of that. So let's hear my bass line. I love sustained bass lines. So this is just the fourth and the fifth and the root note. Let's see how I made it. So again, an analog instrument, but this time I'm using 2 oscillator. So both are saw wave, but the second oscillator is 1 octave higher and 7 semitones higher, slightly detuned. So it's like a power chord, like playing the root and the fifth. And a bit of saturations, EQ, just to tame the little bit of melody. And I have like heavily sidechained this to kick and a tom, because my tom, I have like a really low tom, so I don't want to clash that with my bass line. So I slightly duck when the tom hits, the bass line goes a little bit down. And also it gives a groove. So, and the pad is the same like in analog pads. It's nothing crazy. A little of mid-side EQ. So I just want a little bit of width in the side and just to filter out some of the low mid from the pad, so I have like a space for my bass line. Same like chord progressions, 4, 5, 1. There we go. Just the cutoff frequency automations to keep like a tracks moving on, you know. It doesn't feel like a repetitive all the time. It gets more interesting on the go. And the strings, it's just the background strings, which is really good, like in Melodic House, like a Ben Böhmer does it pretty much every time with the glide. That's, I think, pretty much with my melodic instruments. And let's go to the drums. The kick, the main part, like main part of the track, is it's a very important instrument of pretty much all electronic dance music. The kick is from my sample pack. Should be kick 5. So this one. I've done no processing at all, because while I was making a sample pack, I've done pretty much heavy old processing on it, so I just don't think we need here. So let's hear with my bass line, kick, and our tom. So, and the tom is itself a loop. So it's like, yeah, the first loop. The tom loops. I think that's the one. Is it? Oh, it's the two. So this one. I've done some edit, like should be like this when you drop it. I did some like slicing. That's it, pretty much. No processing at all. Just a little bit of sidechain. And the clap. So clap is from my sample pack too. So there are some really mid clap, which is really in the middle, like sounds mono, and some wide clap. So I always layer with one mono, like a mid track, like mid sample, and one very wide sample. And to be honest, I like putting the wide, like my wide claps should be like a little bit higher in the frequency, I'll say. Sounds nice. That's it. And the percussions is a loop again. So hear it, how it sounds. You'll find those loops right here. Should be 11. Yep. And shakers, the loop again. This is like a really in the center of the like a mix. Again, I like to layer with wide shakers, which is this one. But I've like done lots of low cut and like I just need the highs from those shakers. And the hats. What I do always with the hats is one closed hi-hat and one open hi-hat, and slightly like put out of the grid, so every time it hits sounds very little bit different and organic. It's pretty much nothing, and everything, all the drums I'm sending to the very like a short, like a room reverb, so it feels like it's coming from the same room. That's it pretty much. So you can just download those samples and start making, like, do some changes and make your own. So let's hear how it sounds now all together. Oh yes, and one more thing, this transition and effects, I haven't done any of the like processing, no reverb, no delay, nothing, because I've already done it while I was making a sample pack. So let's hear all the transitions. It's really like a really good transitions, drones, whatever you need to start making Melodic House, it's all right there. So by the way, you can go to the link, like melodichouseinTechno.com, because that's our domain, which is really good. Like, just go to the domain melodichouseinTechno.com and just grab the samples. It's really cheap as well. It's just $15, I guess. Yeah, just go for it. And you can download the Ableton project file, the same file from the link below, and please like and subscribe and wait for my next video. Thanks.